race fans, welcome back to the New Smyrna Speedway. We're here for the final feature event of the night, and that's the Bomber Division. This is the division to race in if you want to race, and I highly recommend it. Here we go now. On the pole position in the 0-3, defending Bomber Class points champion, it's Aaron Overman. And his outside on the 180, that is Richard Tyner. Row 2 in the 81, that's Jimmy Barron. It is outside on the 37, that's Charles King. Row 3, it's going to be the 00 of Matt Thornton and the 07 of Mike Scannell. Row 4, it's the 83 of Keith Krause. And the 3X, I think it's the third or fourth time we've seen him out here this year, that's Shane Sutorus. That's going to be followed up by the 46 driving the other Days of Thunder throwback, that Superflow car, that's Joe Rock. And in the 63, he won the 50-lap bomber race out here, or before the break, that's Zach Curtis. And then we're going to have the 21X of Mac MacDonald. And in the 33, that's Brad Blanton, who was just in the Mod Mini feature. And he's getting pushed by the tow truck out onto the track. Something might have went wrong in his car, but that's Joe Hamilton in the 10 with a feature win this year. The tow truck is pushing him. So something must have went wrong on the 10. And he might not be able to start this race. He's going to be pushed behind the wall. Joe Hamilton not starting this race. So the starting field is set as they make their way down the back straightaway behind the pace car. Aaron Overman, your pole sitter, leads the point standings. He has not won a feature event this year, but he's first in the standings, and Michael Scannell is second, because those are the only two drivers who have been out here every single week racing. And that pays big dividends. But in Aaron Overman's defense, he's also the tow truck driver, so he kind of has to be here every week anyway. And Jimmy Barron has returned, second appearance this year. First appearance in that 81 was the 50-lap bomber race. So it's nice to see the former champion of this division in 2014 back out here. And an interesting thing to know about Brad Blanton, that 33 car is also his dirt car. He races at the Volusia Speedway in that car. And right now they're taking a pause to make sure everybody's lined up correctly. And the other thing about Brad Blanton is that he also leads the point standings in the Mod Mini division at the DeSoto Speedway. So right now they're taking a pause. They're going to make sure everybody's lined up where they are supposed to be. So they're taking a stop to make sure everybody's lined up where they're supposed to be. Now the starting lineup actually ends at Zach Curtis in the 9th spot. So Blanton, Sutorus, Rock, and MacDonald are all scratches on the field. They have to line up. They're lining up behind Curtis, and so is the 83 of Keith Krause, because he's also not listed in my starting lineup, and Joe Hamilton's not going to start. So now they're rolling. Now they're rolling. Yeah, Joe Hamilton is definitely not going to start the race. That 10 car got put right up on the trailer. And now they're saying, let's go. I think with this Bomber division, this is a very exciting division, really fun to watch. And if you want to start racing, hey, this is where you can start out. It's not that expensive, and you can easily run. All right, 1 to go signal will be green next time by. And the thing about this division is that this is normally the race that people would get up and leave for. However, this division has been so competitive that I've noticed more and more people are staying to the end. And if you do get up and leave before the Bombers hit the track, then you are missing out on some amazing racing. And tonight, these guys are going to put on a show with the front row of Overman and Tyner. Tyner has been to victory lane this year in that 180 car. Charles King has been to victory lane. Zach Curtis, victory lane in that 63 car. Sutorus went to victory lane a few times last year in that 3X, but he has not been this year because he hasn't been racing a lot. So here comes the pace car pulling off the track, and the green flag is going to come out here, and we will be racing. Pace car's off of the track, and the green flag's out. We're racing. Jimmy Barron makes it 3 wide, and Barron's going to get the lead as they go into turn number 1, 3 wide, and the caution's out. As soon as they start the race, the caution is going to come right back out. Apparently the officials did not like that start. They feel that Barron jumped the start. So they're going to line everybody back up, but they're going to try it again. So they're going to line everybody right back up where they were before, and they are going to get this race. Just try it again. So they're sending the doubles. So right now everybody's just lining back up where they were. And the 46 of Joe Rock is pulling off the track. So since this was deemed a no contest, that's 2 drivers who aren't going to start this race, as that 46 car, the Superflow number 46, is going to go behind the wall and not start this race. All right, everybody's doubled up. They're going to try the start again. Here they come down the back straightaway. They're going to try the start. Just hoping the officials like this one. And here they are in turn 4. Take 2 and action. All right, Barron's going to get another really good start. Zach Curtis trying to take him 4 wide. Jimmy Barron is going to get the lead in the 81 car as they go back through 1 and 2. Here they go 3 wide again. Curtis is in second. Overman's in third. Charles King's down the bottom. Oh, and a car around. Mac MacDonald. No caution is going to come out. They're going to see, and the 21 car's back rolling. Here they come to the line. Lap number 1 is going to be led by, I believe that was Zach Curtis. No, it's Jimmy Barron. A lot of smoke coming out of the Sutorus car as Curtis gets the lead from Barron. Here comes Overman trying to get the 3rd spot back from Charles King. Matt Thornton is back there in the 5th spot. And the 21X goes around again on the front stretch. And second caution comes out for the 21X, sliding down the front stretch into the inside wall on the front straightaway. Yeah, he's waving to the crowd. He's got some of the fans clapping for him. That's one way to play it off. Just give a wave to the crowd. They're going to line up now for the restart. They're doubling up. Zach Curtis has the lead with Jimmy Barron on the outside. Then that's going to be followed by Charles King and Aaron Overman, Matt Thornton and Richard Tyner, Shane Sutorus, Brad Blanton, Keith Krause, Michael Scannell, and there's Mac MacDonald. And Joe Rock is going to try and rejoin this race. He's going to bring that 46 car back out as MacDonald in the 21X goes pulling into the pit. So we're going to be green next time by, and we have the 46 car rejoining this race. All right, here we go. First restart of the race. Now, they actually did run the first lap, so that was a contest. Here they are out of turn number 4. Green flag is going to come out. We're back racing. And Shane Sutorus is going to make it 3 wide. Joe Rock is also going to make it 3 wide. As Barron and Curtis are running side by side for the lead, Zach Curtis is going to get the lead off of 2. And battle for the 5th spot between the 00 of Matt Thornton and that late 90s Thunderbird and Shane Sutorus in that Saturn station wagon number 3X. So there is a battle for the 5th spot, but it looks like Sutorus is going to win it. A lot of smoke coming out the back of that station wagon. Now here comes Charles King to the outside of Barron, trying to make it a battle for the 2nd spot, which he will make it as they go down the backstretch. And now Sutorus is going to battle for the 4th spot with Overman And he's going to get the 4th spot from Overman, but here comes Thornton now going to challenge that. We still have a really good battle for second going on between Barron and King. It looks like King's going to get second up the line in that Cavalier. And Sutorus is going to pull into 3rd. The 4th, actually, in that Saturn station wagon. And right now, Charles King has his sights set on Zach Curtis. 3 starts, 3 wins. Can Zach Curtis go 4 for 4 in this division this year? Oh, Thornton is now going to try it for the 4th spot as Tyner gets involved in this. That's the thing about this Bomber division, is that this is an unpredictable division. You have no idea what's going to happen next. And Thornton is going to take the 4th spot away from Sutorus. And Richard Tyner is now going to poke his Mercury under there. But up front is still the 63 of Zach Curtis and that blue Saturn, with Charles King in the Chevy Cavalier number 37 in second, 81. That's Keith Barron in the 3rd spot. They're going to be coming up on Michael Scannell here in the 07 here shortly in this race. This race is 20 laps, so great to watch. Looks like something's going to come falling off that 83 car of Keith Krause as he comes back out of 2. It looks like a piece of the bumper looks to be hanging off. We're going to wait. It's on the passenger side of the car, so we're going to wait until he comes back down the front stretch to get a better view of this. So here comes Krause off of 4 onto the front stretch in the 83 car, and it does look like something is about to come off this car. It looks like the rear bumper is about to come off the 83 of Keith Krause. Right now up front it's Curtis and King, followed by Barron, Thornton, Sutorus, Tyner, and Blanton. Now something might be going on in that 3X because I have been seeing some smoke coming out. There might just be brake smoke. Now the 37 of Charles King, he's been to victory lane this year in that 37 car. He's won a feature, and he is going to try and make Zach Curtis 3 for 4. He wants to go to victory lane second time this year, and he's going to go to the inside through 1 and 2. And here he comes off of turn 2. Curtis still has the lead, but King is still going to stay down on the bottom. And the bottom is usually the slower lane of this track, but in this division, what does it matter? Down the front straightaway to the line. Curtis still has the lead, but King is still holding tough. Charles King is just going to fall back into second as they come up on the 21X of Mac MacDonald. Slower car there. Had some troubles in the early going. And they're going to put a lap on him. Charles King is going to try the inside again on the front straightaway. He's going to try and stay close. Curtis still has the lead. And King is still staying pretty close there on that 37. He's going to get he looks like he's going to try and get a run up of turn 2 on him. And Charles King is going to run side by side with Curtis. They go back into turn 3. And here they come out of turn number 3 to the line. Caution is out. And the 21X around again. The 21X has gone around again on the front stretch. And the fans are clapping for this 21X. So they're going to give the wave around to the 07 and the 83, which is Scannell and Krause. And the caution came out because the 03 of Aaron Overman must have hit the wall, because that 03 is actually in the pits right now. So the points leader currently in the pits right now, in the garage, in the pits right there in the infield, that 03 car. So something must have gone wrong in the 03 for him to have been in the pits, but he's still maintaining a pretty, going into the race, he was maintaining a pretty comfortable points lead over Michael Scannell. And that bumper is still looks like it's about to fall off of that 83 car. So right now they're all doubled up. Next time by, it's going to be the green flag, and they're going to get this race restarted. All right, so next time by, it's going to be the green flag, and this race is will be concluded here shortly. This has so far been a pretty good race. King has been really getting close to Curtis and been trying to knock him around a bit. This has been a pretty good battle for the lead. However, you have Barron, who's in his second race back from taking the entire 2015 season off and the first chunk of the 2016 season into the outside. And you also have the 00 of Matt Thornton, who has not been to victory lane. And the 3X of Sutorus, who was in victory lane plenty of times last year. And the 180 of Tyner, who's been to victory lane once this year. So any of these 6 guys up at the front could win this race. And green flag's out. We're back racing. Curtis is going to get the lead, but here comes Barron. And we're going to go 3 wide for the lead in 1. Curtis is still going to maintain the lead. King is going to pull up into second. So those top 4 now in line. And Tyner's going to pass Sutorus for 5th. So Zach Curtis is still maintaining the lead in the 63, and Shane Sutorus is going to go high, and he did not hit the wall. I thought something was going to happen with the 3X of Sutorus when he began drifting up the track, but nothing did, and we're still green. Meanwhile, Charles King is still trying to close the gap on the 63. He's going to try the inside again. King's still trying to stay close to that 63 car. So top 4 right now, it's Curtis, King, Barron, and Thornton. And Thornton looks like, and Barron went up a little bit high, so Thornton's going to try for that 3rd spot in the 00 as they go back through 1 and 2. And Brad Blanton in that 33 car looks like he's going to try and challenge Richard Tyner for the 5th spot. So Blanton's going to try and challenge Tyner for 5th, while King is going to keep trying on Curtis for the lead. To the inside goes Charles King. 5 laps remaining here in the bomber race. 15 laps are in the books. King getting pretty up close to Curtis there. And down the backstretch they go. Charles King is trying to stay as close as he can to that 63 as the 00 of Thornton easily slips by Barron for 3rd. And side by side for the 5th spot, it is still Brad Blanton and Richard Tyner. At the line, Brad Blanton is going to get 5th from Tyner. So pretty good battle for 5th going on. Tyner's going to get a little bit loose in that 180 car. So we got a pretty good battle going on now for that 5th spot. And Brad Blanton's going to get 5th away from Richard Tyner. Up front, it is still Zach Curtis in that 63 car, that blue Saturn. I don't know what it is, but Saturns and Cavaliers seem to make really good cars in this division. So if you want to race in this division, go to your local salvage lot and look for either a Saturn or a Cavalier. Because let me tell you, those are the 2 best cars to run in this division. Just in my opinion and based on my observations. 2 to go at the line. Up front, it is still Zach Curtis in the 63. He won the 50-lap bomber race here before he went on the break. And here we go. White flag is in the air. Curtis is going to come by and take it. Coming out of turn number 4 to the checkered flag, Zachary Curtis is going to win the Rodizio Grill Bombers 4th win in his 4th start of the season. So 4 for 4 for Zach Curtis. Talk about a really good start to your year. Driving that Saturn number 63. Charles King came in 2nd, Matt Thornton in 3rd. And ladies and gentlemen, here he is pulling into the Hampton in victory lane. Your winner in the Rodizio Grill Bombers, Zach Curtis.